Another month has gone by, which means it's time for monthly favorites. So if you're interested to see what fragrances I've been using the most in the month of July, then keep on watching. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, definitely hit that red button. So today I'm going to share with you fragrances that I've reached for the most in the month of July. And I think this video is going to be relatively short because I kept reaching for the same fragrances over and over again. I've recently discovered quite a few fragrances that I find incredibly addictive, and I'm having a really hard time putting them down and using other things from my collection. So that's why the list for this month is quite short. So the first three that I have are all from a recent haul that I did, and I've been loving all three so much and using all three very interchangeably. The first one I'm going to mention that's not going to come as any surprise is Labelle from Jean Paul Gaultier. Incredibly addictive scent. I'm having such a hard time not reaching for it every single day because when I think about what do I want to wear, I always think about this scent and my hand reaches for this scent. But I'm really trying to stop myself so that I give love to other things in my collection. This is pear, vanilla, and vetiver. It's amazing how only 3 notes create such an incredibly delicious fragrance. It's really amazing. This is a juicy, ripe pear. I've mentioned it before. You're standing somewhere in a garden, a pear has fallen off the tree, you're biting into it, juice is running down your hands, and maybe there is a wind blowing and you feel the freshness from tree leaves. That's what it smells like. Absolutely amazing, and you can even tell by the bottle. I mean, I've already used quite a lot, and considering that I have an extensive collection, this is a lot for me. So have been using this probably more than any other fragrance this month. Second one is another one that I mentioned, I think in the same haul as Labelle, and that's from Taranzi. This is Cassiopeia. Stunning packaging, although incredibly heavy. No idea why the caps had to be this heavy, but doesn't matter. This fragrance has passion fruit, lemon, mint, lily of the valley, rose, fern, cassis, carnation, sandalwood, tonka bean, and musk. So a lot of notes, but what I get the most is sweet passion fruit. So definitely passion fruit, definitely vanilla. I don't really get any of the flowers. Like there is rose, lily of the valley, no. A little bit of musk, a little bit of tonka bean, a little bit of sandalwood gives a little bit of smoothness and creaminess to it, but it's very airy and light type of sweetness. It's very beautiful. It is perfect for the summer. The one small negative I would say about this one is it doesn't have the same longevity as the other fragrances from Taranzi. It's not quite as good. I would say 4 or 5 hours, where the other ones last a lot longer, but I don't care with this one. The scent is so delicious and so addictive that I keep using it over and over again, and especially now when I work from home, so I can always respray throughout the day. So I have been reaching for this one a ton. Cassiopeia from Taranzi. And the third one, which is also from the same haul, I think, is an amazing discovery from Maison Lancôme line, which is the line that I absolutely love. And this is Lavanda's Trianon. I know that it's discontinued, but somehow I lucked out and was able to find it. This is again has very few notes. There is lavender, vanilla, and milk. 3 notes, and again an amazingly beautiful creation. Another sweet gourmand type of scent. You can see that all three that I mentioned so far are on the gourmand side, and that's just because those are my favorite types of scents. This one smells like sugar cookie sprinkled with lavender. It has, again, very milky type of quality. Well, there is milk in it, and yeah, it's very evident. It is very delicious, very sweet. I was worried about this one. I bought it blindly, of course, but I was worried because I'm not a huge fan of lavender. It has to be a special type of lavender for me to like it. And lavender is very subdued, kind of on the background. It's not lavender in your face. It's not sort of a herbal type of lavender. It's very creamy and smooth, and the fragrance overall is incredible. And here the performance is absolutely outstanding. It lasts for a very long time. It projects. It leaves a beautiful trail. When I walk around the house, everyone can smell it, and they can always tell that I'm wearing this fragrance. So again, have been using this a ton this month and really have to force myself not to reach for it. Okay, two more I'm going to mention, and both of these kind of fall in the same category. They make me think about vacation. They give me vacation vibes. They make me dream about sitting on the beach somewhere, having a drink, enjoying the sun, or swimming in the ocean. Those types of vibes. And probably because it's summer and I'm obviously not going anywhere this year, and that makes me dream about a vacation. So the first one is my first Creed fragrance, and that's Virgin Island Water. So this has coconut, citruses, sugarcane, rum, ginger, jasmine, ylang ylang, and it definitely has a slight boozy element to it because of the rum. And you definitely smell coconut, and sugarcane brings the sweetness, and citrus is a little bit of freshness. I don't really smell jasmine in this one at all. Overall, it's, you know, I mentioned it before, sitting on the beach, having a cocktail, you're enjoying the sun, and the water breeze is right passing by you. It's just amazing. It's totally vacation vibes to me, and again, I've been using it a ton. Sorry for the glare today. And another one that kind of falls in the same category, and this is Sisley from Mancera. This is probably my absolute favorite offering from Mancera, and I've tried quite a lot. This one has bergamot, grapefruit, orange, apple, peach, pineapple, jasmine, orange, violet, ylang ylang, musk, and woody notes. And it's just a stunning, sweet, juicy orange. It is another one of those really addictive fragrances. When I start wearing it, I have a hard time putting it down. It has, of course, amazing performance, as most of Mancera's have. It doesn't have any of the synthetic note that I get in many of the Mancera fragrances. This is absolutely beautiful, juicy, citrus type of scent. Again, sweet. Again, makes me think of some type of citrus cold drink sitting by the beach. Beautiful scent, and I've been using this one especially. We've had this month we've had quite a few kind of gloomy, rainy kind of days, and I love using this fragrance on those types of days. It really cheers me up, so that's also another reason why I've been using this one a lot. So that's it for the full bottles, but as I did in my June favorites, I want to talk to you about a couple of samples or smaller sprays that I've been testing and playing with. And I have two to mention. One of them, this is just one of those sprays. This one I received from perfume.com. I think I mentioned before I signed up for their monthly subscription where you get 1 cent sent once a month, and you can kind of go through their catalog and decide which fragrances you're interested in sampling, and I'm really enjoying this service. So what I received this month is a fragrance from Maison Lancome, and this one is Tuberose Castaigne. I'm gonna put a full bottle here, and I love this line of Maison Lancome. I'm trying to collect fragrances from this line, but Tuberose is one of the notes that I've never been able to like. I've never found a tuberose that I really like, but I am searching. I am determined to find a tuberose fragrance that I like. And this one is definitely a very big contender, but I've been playing with it and I'm just not sure, because for me, this fragrance goes through 3 very distinctive stages. Let me just tell you quickly the notes. The notes are very simple. Again, there are only 3 notes: tuberose, tonka bean, and chestnut. So it goes through 3 very distinctive stages, at least for me. When I first sprayed, and I was so excited when I first sprayed it, because the first initial blast I absolutely loved. And I think it's because in the initial blast, I mostly get tonka bean and chestnut. So you get that sweet, nutty kind of scent, which I really, really love. And the tuberose is really on the background. You almost cannot smell it. So initial blast, I love. Then it goes in the middle. The tuberose is starting to come out. So it is there. You can definitely smell it. It is sweet, but you still have a lot of the chestnut still there. And I'm really liking the middle stage. But then in a real dry down, maybe after an hour or 2, it's mostly tuberose that I smell. So you definitely still have the sweetness from the tonka bean, but chestnut has kind of disappeared for me. And it's a lot more about tuberose than anything else. And it is probably the most pleasant tuberose that I've ever smelled, but it is still a tuberose, and I'm just not sure that I can wear it for a long period of time. So I don't know about this one. If you have tried this fragrance, let me know your thoughts about it. I'm really curious to know how it smells to you and what you think about it, because I know there are a lot of you that also enjoy the line of Maison Lancome. Because I'm really, really determined to love it, but I'm not there yet. I love the initial stage. I like the middle stage, and I'm not so crazy about the final dry down. So I'm gonna continue playing with this one, and let's see what happens. But definitely let me know what you think about this one if you've tried it. And the second sample that I want to talk to you about, and this is just a clear little sample, no writing on it or anything. I just ordered it through eBay, I think, because I really was curious about this fragrance. This is from a house called ExNio. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. And this is called Fleur Narcotique. I think this is a very, very popular house in Europe, but here in North America, I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, but I've heard about it. This is probably the most popular offering from this house, and I was really, really curious about it. So the notes in here are bergamot, lychee, pear, jasmine, peony, orange blossom, oak moss, musk, and woody notes. Again, I'm going to put up a picture of the full bottle here. And again, it's a fragrance that I've been playing with a lot. I think it's mostly floral, I would say. The note that comes most prominent to me is orange blossom. And again, it's a note that I'm not very crazy about, especially when it's the prominent note. But somehow in this fragrance, it is very soft and it doesn't bother me as much as it typically bothers me. There's probably a little bit of lychee and pear, so a little bit of fruitiness coming through, a little bit of jasmine, maybe a bit of freshness from bergamot. I don't know if it's woody. I would not call it I don't really sense any woody notes. A little bit of musk, so it is a slightly sweet floral, but not very sweet. It is very gentle type of scent. It is very beautiful. Here's my problem with it. On me, at least, the lasting power is not great. And this fragrance is extremely, extremely expensive. I don't know about the rest of the world, but here in Canada, there are very few, first of all, there are very few discounters that carry it, and even they have very high price on this fragrance. The only other place I can find it is at Saks in Canada, and the price is even higher. I mean, it's extremely high. And it's very difficult to pay so much money for a fragrance, but especially for a fragrance that doesn't have the best performance. So I'm kind of really undecided about it. It is beautiful. It is, the name is very suiting. Fleur Narcotique, yes, it is addictive. It is floral. It is it's a beautiful floral. Florals are not my favorite types of scents, but this one really has something special about it. I just wish the lasting power was better, or I really wish that it wasn't so expensive. It is incredibly pricey. Again, this is something I'm really trying, I'm testing, I'm thinking about, but at this point I'm not ready to pull the trigger on this one. It's just I'm having a hard time correlating price to performance, even though the scent itself is beautiful. Again, I'm really curious to know if any of you have tried this scent, what you think about it, and maybe you're aware of any retailers that have it for a more reasonable price, because like I said, the scent is beautiful. So that's it for the fragrances and samples that I've been wearing and testing this month. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye.